with the neck today. I found a nice piece of Spanish cedar. It's about 25 millimeters thick, so we're going to have to bring that down to 20 millimeters, which is about a little over 3/4 of an inch. So today we'll be using the jointer plane, square calipers and the straight edge, and we're going to start by truing all 4 surfaces and square them. Let's see, so we're going to put this in the vise. With your neck length true and flat and square in every direction, scribe a line at 28 centimeters from one end, that's 11 inches, and then with your sliding bevel set to anywhere between 8 and 18 degrees, depending on the tonal properties you're looking for in the guitar, you scribe a line like this. I hope you can see this, and cut off this end, and that's going to be your headstock. When you've cut off the headstock, you flip it over like this and attach that to the workbench like this. And then with your plane, you make this into one nice flat and straight surface. This. Now keep checking the angle with your sliding bevel. Also keep checking for straightness with your straight edge. It has to be flat in all directions because this is going to be gluing surfaces, so they have to fit really tight together. And to make sure that the headstock doesn't attach askew to your neck, keep checking with your square as well. If you're having trouble with your plane to get this a nice shiny surface with your plane, then you can use sandpaper that you glue onto a wood board. And do it like so. It's possible, it's not bad, but I like the surface of a planed surface better than one of a sanded surface. So I'm going to use my plane to get this done. If you've used a sanding block to get this flat, then maybe you want to clean that with a vacuum cleaner or maybe an air compressor. I've set this up and I've done a dry setup, so I'm pretty confident that this is going to work. I'm going to shut up now for a bit because I can only do one thing at a time. Right, all the clamps are in place now, so we let this dry for about 30 minutes and we don't stress this joint for 24 hours. The headstock is now glued to the neck. I left the neck surface just a bit shy of the headstock surface, so now I'm going to take my plane and remove the excess wood from the headstock. And then I'll be bringing the headstock down to the correct thickness. It's about 20 millimeters now, and we're going to bring it down to 18, which is a little under 3/4 of an inch. I've brought the headstock thickness back to 17 millimeters, a little under 3/4 of an inch, and I've drawn a center line onto the headstock and the neck, and right here on the end grain surface of the headstock. And perpendicular to that line and right on the edge of the headstock and the neck is another line, and 6 millimeters back from that, or 5, so that's about 3/16 of an inch, is another line to indicate the end of the nut or the end of the fretboard. And half your string length from that point will give you the position of the 12th fret, and then you'll need 25 to 50 millimeters or 1 inch to 2 inches of surface for the top to lay on later and for the sides to slide into. You'll have some excess wood here which you can use to laminate the heel out of. I'm going to use a heel block, but this will work equally well. And now's an excellent time to draw the taper of your neck onto the neck blank. So your nut width here, and it's usually nut width plus 10 millimeters at the 12th fret. My neck is a bit wider than my heel block, so I've transferred the center line to the back of the neck, and also I've drawn a center line on the heel block on the end grain surfaces here and there, so when I put this down I know exactly where the middle of, where the center is of everything. I've also indicated my 12th fret here, and I need about 25 millimeters for this surface here. Antonio de Torres used 22 millimeters sometimes, and Santos Hernandez went as far as 50 millimeters or 2 inches back, so that gives you an idea of what the range is where you should be. From your 12th fret back to the end of the tongue is about 90 millimeters, and this is roughly the heel shape that I'm going to use. And this, so from the 12th fret to the end of the heel is in my case 60 millimeters, or let's see, 2 inches and 3/8. It's about the 9th fret in my case. So there's your measurements there.